Are you done giggling? Because I need you for this.
I know you do.
Timmy, stat deep dive. We are we are kicking off.
You're right.
I'm not sweet tonight.
You're not. You haven't been since the get-go.
I've got my 8-year-old stutter back again. We're going to tip off with EA, Euan Aitken. It's in the game. Talk to me.
Yeah, has my interest, has plenty of interest actually. I think he's about the fifth most trade-in player this week. 534k, dual 2RF CT dub positioning. 3 80-minute games on the edge this year, mate. 72.3 average for the season. For those 3 games. In those games, he has a base of 59 points per game. Exceptional. The Bunnies play the next 2 major buy-ins in round 15 and 18. As an 80-minute man at the Dolphins last season, he averaged 60 points per game in 15 games, only 2 tries in that time, and a tick over 50 in base. I asked Fizz for the vid this week to talk about Euan Aitken and that injury history because it scared me off.
Yeah.
But he was pretty reassured that none of those soft tissue injuries had happened since about 2019, he said. So I'm interested.
Yep. Now, I need to have a little moment of accountability here because a good friend of the show, a friend of ours, dare I say a family member, Steve Hebner, earlier in our draft season, he traded Jamie Humphries away. And halfbacks are pretty hard to find in deep leagues. He traded him for Euan Aitken. And I said to Steve, I think you've made a really dumb mistake there. I think letting go of a halfback. You remember at the start of the year, Jamie was killing it.
Yeah.
I think he's nailed it. I think he's won the trade.
What, was it when Humphries got injured?
It was the week before Humphries. He traded him away, then Humphries got injured. And we were still waiting for Aitken to come back. He was 3 or 4 weeks away. But Aitken, since returning,
jeez,
especially when he's actually played in the back row, he's gone 64, 66, 87. So me and Steve, we're no strangers to having a little lovers tiff. And we had another one this week, but we sorted it out. We're good. But I do need to swallow a bit of pride, take some accountability.
Is there anyone in your life you don't have lovers tiffs with? Is it a show that you do love?
It's a show that I'm honest and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Steve. You won the trade. I was wrong. Kills me to say it. That'll probably be his ringtone now. Motherfucker.
Are you about classic or you?
No, I just like people to know that I take accountability, and that's why I think Euan Aitken is a great buy. I'm very interested. He's not a guy I was looking at. I was looking at trading in a CTW by the name of Mark Nawangeni Tawase. You're probably not going to get him confused with anyone. But I'm very, very intrigued by Euan Aitken now.
Yeah. You've been
534k dual position. Wow.
Especially for the 170,000 Dylan Lucas owners out there who can just interchange the two of them as well.
That's huge. Yeah, that's very appealing.
Yeah. So... looks good.
Honestly, the stats deep dive has just started and you might have already convinced me.
I'll be honest. It goes downhill from here. My stats aren't the best this week.
I think it's a hard week, personally.
Yeah.
I don't think there's too many great options out there.
Thanks.
But I think Euan Aitken. So I think there'll be a lot of people this week that'll be trading in a double South Sydney, Euan Aitken and Keon. We still on the Keon train?
Yeah, we'll get to my trade shortly, but... absolutely. It's not much more.
I think it's a bit of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your the next person is Kyle McCarthy. Sort of come from the clouds a little bit, but I really like the look of this kid.
Yeah, so
he's rangy.
I'll rattle off a few numbers and then I'll actually throw back to you for your thoughts on him, mate. But 246k and -7 break-even. Scored 51 in Bathurst. He had 46 in base playing centre, 17 tackles, 19 runs. Mate, just for people looking to free up cash to facilitate trades elsewhere, I think job security is pretty good. Still no Greg Margie, but I'd imagine he comes in on the wing for Fletcher Hunt.
Yeah.
Brabham Bess out for a while. I feel like, at least for the time being...
how much longer is Best out for? He missed the Parramatta game, didn't he?
Wasn't it long term? It was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it ended up being. I thought it might have turned out to be a little bit shorter than what it was. But, I mean, with Brabham Best, you don't want to rush him back.
But, yeah, look, I mean, he's got the no buy until round 8. Oh, it's got round 15.
Yeah, he's not that far away.
So it got down, because initially they feared it was really bad.
Instead of Brabham Best injured his right hamstring during training last week and expected to be out for 3 to 4 weeks, and that was on the 19th of May, so that was already almost 2 weeks ago. So he's not that far away. That's the only thing.
Okay.
And I think that once he's back there, obviously
Okay,
he's
yeah,
going to spot for Kyle.
fair. That'll rattle the spike because he was pretty keen on him as well. I was talking on the best news of being out a bit longer, but probably enough to steer clear then, I think.
Yeah. Let's talk about Kautoga, the nice guy. What do you got on him?
Mate, have you seen his Supercoach numbers?
Yeah, I'm a little bit dirty. I drafted him this year, last pick, and then let him go because I was like, I just don't know if defensively he's up to it. But Riles is just backing him in, and I imagine his attacking stats must be pretty fucking high. Bro, he offloads every time he's got the football.
Mate, not even his attack. He's averaging 52 points for the season. He's made 273 grand. He has a 3-round average of 71 with 50 in base. He's owned by 1.3% of top-ranked teams. I mean, obviously you're not buying him now, but for anyone in that 1.3% who jumped on, like, he's the one that got away. He's been exceptional.
Those scores are wild.
I know.
Fuck. And he's the only... Yeah, and I mean... You can throw a dart out a window at Parramatta and hit a forward that Jason Riles doesn't trust. It's wild to me that this is the guy he does.
Well, and that's why we didn't get him, right? Because, well, two reasons. Firstly, job security was... Well, we thought he was never there. But even as he sort of started coming into his own and half locked down that position, there was a game against the Tigers prior to a bye. He scored 19 points in 80 minutes with 23 in base. But that one game, that was the complete outlier this season, especially as an 80-minute player. So
was there any reasoning for that?
I can't remember.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 43, 78, 67, 67. I mean, I still think he will remain the one that got away. I'm not spending $500K on him.
No way.
But, yeah, an interesting talking point. That's huge. All right, our next man on the list is Luciano Leilua. Obviously, he's got a little bit of an uptick off the back of the Dylan Egan injury. I think Luciano Leilua, mate, probably over the last 3 years, I'd say, from Cowboys to Dragons, I think he's been one of the great mirages of all time. But talk me around if you can.
Nah, I'm going to say exactly that.
Okay, good.
Because I just sort of thought... at the start of the year, I was like, all right, Luciano, full preseason under his belt. We know what he's capable of. He's got a great offload on him, plenty of attack in him, and, the attacking stats will come. And even at the Cows, like, his base was okay, like, not terrible. Dragons play round 15 and round 18, the next two major bye rounds, and I went, all right, Egan's gone. Luciano should be discounted, having played less minutes as a result. I would assume now he probably goes back to an 80-minute edge roll. May not, but one would assume. So I went and had a look at him. 397K, I went, sweet. Cheap as, buy coverage. Had a deep look into him. In 57 minutes per game, averaging this season, 28 in base, which is terrible. Averaging less than one offload per game. This is Luciano Leilua. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Did he not have one of the best offloads in the game a couple of years ago?
Yeah, mate. When he was a junior coming through, like, do you remember when he was playing for the Dragons in like Toyota Cup and shit? Like he was as big as a house, but he would just offload at will, like almost too much. It was Supercoach perfection.
And then like at the Cowboys, there were games more often than not he'd base sort of 40 to mid 40s and often as high as 50. It's just gone out the window at the Jays. Maybe it's just their style. I don't know exactly, but. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed because I was thinking I might be on something. I'm like, no, the stats are awful.
It's weird though because like when he is on the field for them, I think you can tell in the way they use him in certain plays that Flano obviously likes seeing him move the football.
He ball plays a lot on that edge for like Val.
He's had 10 games this year. He's had 8 offloads.
Yep.
There's just nothing doing.
How is that a thing?
Yeah, it's wild. As I said, he's one of the great mirages of all time. He's so much more talented than what he puts out in the Supercoach. But I think this is just him, mate. There was a few years ago in draft, I held on to him for like 12 weeks and he got back and I got 3 weeks in and thought, what the fuck have I done here?
And it's, for the record, it's no knock on his actual NRL. It's just his Supercoach
mad football
game
player,
is
gone.
Gone.
That was pretty
ordinary.
As the kids would say, mid.
Oh, God.
You can't say mid and then you say,
I say mid because she says mid.
She says mid.
She says mid.
She says mid.
But yeah, anyway, only 4 on the deep dive this week, but it's Origin week, mate. There's a bit going on.
Yeah, there is not much doing there.